Hey beautiful, welcome back to my channel, The Holistic Boss. It's Coach Renee, your holistic health and wellness strategist. And in today's video, I want to focus on anti-inflammatory recipes that will help to eliminate and prevent chronic inflammation buildup and chronic pain. But before I share 5 tips with you on how to eliminate, prevent, and remove that chronic pain, I want to focus on 3 simple words that's causing all of these issues, right? And the first word that I want to focus on is chronic. What is chronic? Chronic is something that's reoccurring, that keeps happening over and over again. No matter what we do, it seems like it keeps just showing up in our lives, right? That is what chronic means. And the next word I want to focus on is buildup. That's the second word, buildup. What is buildup? Buildup is something that takes time to show up in our lives, takes time to show up in our body. It's building up. It might take a week or 2 weeks, a month, 2 years, 5 years, but it's constantly building up. And we don't know when it started, but it's just building up. All right. And the third word I want to focus on is pain. Pain is something that has altered our body in some form or fashion. It hurts, right? Who likes to be in pain? Chronic pain. It's just pain that keeps on showing up. It keeps on happening. We could take a pill to get rid of that pain for 5 hours or 8 hours. And then it shows up again the next day, right? And then we want to take another pill to get rid of that pain again. Whether it's a headache, that's a pain, right? Whether it's a stomach cramp, leg cramp, we want to take something to get rid of that pain because we want to be out of that suffering, right? So chronic buildup pain. Well, that's what inflammation is about. Inflammation takes time to build up in our bodies, right? It takes years, it takes months, it takes weeks, and it takes days to build up in our body. And it depends on what we are doing to prevent that inflammation from building up in our body that eventually causes pain. And it depends on what we are not doing to prevent the inflammation from building up and later causing pain in our bodies, right? So I want to share with you today 5 tips on what you can do to prevent, eliminate, and prevent this chronic pain that keeps on showing up in your life day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Chronic inflammation, that is, first. The inflammation first has to build up in your body. And then if we don't do anything about the inflammation, release that inflammation, then it could turn into pain, right? Pain turns into what? Illness. Illness turns into what? Disease, right? So you get the message, right? So I'm going to talk to you about 5 tips, 5 recipes, I like to call them recipes, that will help to eliminate, prevent this chronic inflammation from building up and turning into chronic pain. Number 1, it is no secret. Diet. Your daily diet. What you are eating every day depends on whether or not you are allowing that inflammation to build up inside of your body. If you're not doing anything to release the information, then it's going to constantly build up in your body, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, eventually turning into chronic pain called arthritis, colitis, bursitis, all of these itises. Itis, I-T-I-S, means inflammation, right? Inflammation of the joints, inflammation of the colon, inflammation of the eyes, inflammation of the joints, itis. that is not our friend. We want to get rid of itis, kick them to the curb, right? So the diet is really, really important. And talking about diet, and let me just take a side break here. I share with you that I was out of the country for 2 weeks, and I was working on my anti-inflammatory recipe book. It was done before I left, and I didn't have time to put it out. However, it is now ready and available for you to grab it. So go grab your anti-inflammatory recipe guide that's going to help you get on track to start consuming foods that are nourishing to your mind, your body, and your soul, right? That was a commercial break. All right, back to the diet. So diet is really, really important. And I know many of you are probably eating out more than you are preparing meals at home, which eating out is contributing to inflammation buildup. Why do I say that? Because if you're eating out 80% of the time at fast food restaurants, fast food drive-thrus, 9 times out of 10, you're helping your body inflammation build up. Why do I say that? Because we don't know how the food is being prepared. We don't know the ingredients that they're using in the food. And however, most of the time, most of the time, the food could be inflammatory, whether it's oils that's used, cottonseed oil, some of these oils, you know, you may have an allergy to peanut oil. A lot of the restaurants and the fast food joints are using the oils that are inflammatory to our body. They're not anti-inflammatory, they are inflammatory, which means that after eating out for so long, so many days, weeks, months, then our bodies become inflamed, right? And this is just part of the problem. This is not all of the problem. This diet is just one of the problems. And why am I mentioning the diet so much? Because we have the control. We have the ability, rather, to take back control of our health and our well-being. And this is one of the ways that we can take back control of our health is by monitoring our daily diet, our daily consumption of foods, and where we are getting our foods from. So I like to say, switch it and eat and prepare 80% of your meals at home. And if you still want to eat out at fast food restaurants or nice restaurants, then do that 20% of the time and start preparing your meals, because allergies can also build up in the body. Just like if we have an allergy to grass, if we have an allergy to pollen, if we have an allergy to peanuts, right? We may not see the allergy or the breakout on our skin until a day or two later, right? It's a delayed reaction. So therefore, when we continue to consume foods that are not healthy for our bodies, are not friendly to our bodies, then we have this buildup inside, and we're trying to fight it in ways that we don't even realize that that's what we're fighting against, inflammation or whatever it is that we might have an allergy to, right? So diet is really, really important. And I'd like to share with you that to consume more of green vegetables, more fruits, and this is a way of releasing and removing inflammation from our bodies. When we eat more of the green foods, more of fresh juices, more fresh fruits, right? This is how we get our fiber. This is how we get a lot of our vitamins, a lot of our minerals. And I know some of you are probably saying, well, I can't eat a lot of green vegetables or a lot of fruits. I don't like green vegetables, or I can't eat fruits because of all the fiber, or I might have colitis, inflammation of the colon. Well, you have to check in with your doctor to see where is this inflammation of the colon coming from, right? And I'm saying this because I see a lot of your comments and saying that you can't eat these cruciferous vegetables. You don't have to eat cruciferous vegetables. You can drink those vegetables, or you can find the vegetables that are not so cruciferous, right? Like spinach, you have Swiss chard, you have collard greens. Those are green leafy vegetables that you want to start incorporating more into your daily, weekly diets, because in order to remove the inflammation out, we're going to have to put something that's really healthy in our bodies in order to help release that inflammation, right? Because inflammation, inflammatory foods are like not so good oils, some meats like red meats. There's a lot of inflammatory foods that are causing all of these issues. And I just want you to start to consume a healthier diet so you can release some of this inflammation out of your body to remove the pain. All right. That is number one. Tip number one, your diet. Be aware of what you're doing. I also have a link to a food journal that I prepared for you, where you can start to track your daily meals, your weekly meals, to see how you are feeling after each one of your meals. See if your stomach is bloating. See if you get a headache. See how you are feeling. This is a way to start tracking your diet, right? Your health. How are you feeling after the foods that you're consuming? All right. So that's tip number one. The next tip is walking. Walking daily, at least every other day. But I like to say, get your 10-minute walk, at least 10 minutes a day. This is going to stretch your joints, help your muscles. We have to move. I didn't say you have to go to the gym to work out. I'm saying get a daily walk in to your routine. Research has shown, in fact, the Heart Association shows that walking at a brisk pace, 150 minutes a week can help you eliminate a lot of these illnesses that you are struggling with, right? Like arthritis, your heart health. It improves your blood pressure. It improves your mental capacity. There's so many positive things about walking, right? That can naturally change your health around and make you feel better. It helps you, walking daily helps you to sleep better at night, right? All of these things get your juices rolling and running so you can start to feel better. And I know you might say, well, I have bad knees, or I have pain in my knees, or you have to move. You cannot sit still every day and expect to heal your body naturally. Remove this inflammation out of your body. All right. So number one, your diet. What are you eating every day? Watch what you're eating. Stop eating out at all of these restaurants and start preparing your meals at home, because you have the ability to be in control of what you put in your meals. You know what oils you're using, you know what spices you're using, you know what ingredients you're using, because so many times we have no idea what these restaurants are using. We don't know where the foods are being sourced. So we have to take back control of our health and our well-being. That's number one. Number two, once again, get out and start walking at least 10 minutes a day, right? You're going to feel better as the days, the weeks, and the months go on. That is number two, walking. Number three, here is another monthly important tip that you want to do. Get a monthly massage from a professional, a massage therapist. We need to get monthly massages to help remove the toxins that are stored up in our bodies, right? This is what's causing pain, these stored up toxins. So when you go and have a massage, a thorough massage, make sure it's a good massage licensed therapist that can help remove these toxins from your body. And when they start to remove, You're going to know it. You're going to feel it because the pain in the areas where you were having is going to be removed and start to disappear. So a monthly massage is super key. You can get lymphatic massages. You can get a neck or a back massage. You can get a full body massage. We have toxins building up in our bodies every single day from the outside environments, from the foods that we're eating, from stress, right? From sitting wrong at our desk and at our tables, in our cars, right? So that is another reason why it's important to get a monthly massage, because a lot of times you may be sitting at your desk every single day and you may not have the proper chair. You may need to go out and buy an ergonomic chair because sometimes I've seen people sit on the edge of their chairs at work while they're typing, and then their necks are stretched and they're just not positioned properly. You know, when I was a young girl, I remember my grandmother always telling me, walk straight, Renee, with your head up. Walk straight with your head up, right? Always look up in front of you. Do not look down while you're walking. And that is so key because we want straightforward shoulders. We want our back to be positioned right so we don't become hunched over at times, right? So this is really, really important that we have the proper desk, the proper chairs when we are working for 8 hours, 10-hour days, right, at our desk. All right, monthly massages helps to release those toxins in our shoulders and our neck, right, all the way through our body. So we can start to remove those toxins and feel the pain dissipating. Remove that pain. All right, that was number 3. Number 4, this is another good one. Rest and relaxation. Why do we need rest and relaxation? We need to be able to rest and relax from everything. Too many times we're on our phones, we're on our computers, we're on our laptops. We're trying to do multiple things at one time and we're just stressed to the max. We have to learn how to rest and relax, to release and restore. We need to restore our energy. We need to restore our emotional well-being, right? We need to just, whatever that relaxation is to you, whether it's reading a good, funny book, whether it's watching a good movie, whether it's just doing nothing, lying on the couch, or just taking a walk in nature, we have to learn how to rest and relax so we can release and restore, release the negative and restore our health and our well-being to help remove the pain. A lot of this pain that we're having also comes from stress. Stress is another form that builds up inflammation in our bodies, right? And some of you out there might say, well, I've had this for years, for 30 years, 20 years. And yes, it could be something more advanced that you will have to talk to your licensed doctor, your medical doctor, your holistic practitioner, your naturopathic doctor. Talk to them about ways how you can start to release this excruciating pain that you've been dealing with for 20 and 30 years, right? There may be some other underlying condition or cause that's going on in your body. Perhaps you had an accident from years ago and now it's just showing up. This pain, this inflammation is just flaring up in your body. That is something that you're going to have to talk to your a licensed medical doctor about. But what I'm talking to you about are these tips for those of you who are just stressed to the max, you're eating bad, you're not exercising, and these are preventative measures that I'm sharing with you today on how to get your health back. Let's take our health back, right? So rest and relaxation. We're not doing enough of that because we're on the go 24/7 every single day. And that is not good emotionally, mentally, physically, or no other way. We got to learn how to restore our health and our well-being. That was number 4, rest and relaxation. Number 5, the last tip that I have that I want to share with you today is remove the clutter out of your life. Remove the clutter from your home. Remove the clutter from your life. Clutter, too much clutter is causing stress. Stress causes inflammation as well. If it doesn't matter to you anymore, let's eliminate it. Let's remove it. Let's release the clutter. Get rid of it, right? The older I get in my life, I want to remove clutter. I don't like too much clutter because it clouds my brain, right? When we have all of this stuff, our rooms are full of clutter. Our house is full of clutter. We have more than we can even use or wear. Too much. And at some point, we're going to get sick of it. And what do we do with it? Start the process of elimination. If we have not, the rule of thumb is, if we have not used or worn that thing, that piece, that garment, that whatever that thing is in a year, it's time to remove it and donate it. Donate it to someone who will gladly receive it and can use it and can wear it. We have way too much stuff in our homes, right? Get rid of toxic relationships. The relationships that you have control over to remove out of your life, right? I'm not talking about leave your spouses. That's not what I'm talking about. What I am talking about, if you have friends, even family, that are causing you stress in your life, you're going to have to figure out a way to remove them from all of your stresses, right? Because it's either going to be your stress is going to take you down or you're going to have to get well, right? And so this inflammation is silent. You know, they say stress is a silent taker, right? We do not want too much stress build up to sneak up on us. We have to take back control of our health and our well-being because we need to be there. We want to be there for our families. We want to be there for our friends, our loved ones, right? So these are the 5 tips that I wanted to share with you today on how this is the recipes, the anti-inflammatory recipes, how to eliminate and prevent chronic inflammation buildup that's causing you chronic pain. Chronic pain, that reoccurring pain that keeps showing up week after week, day after day, month after month, year after year, and then you find yourself 5, 6, 10 years still suffering from chronic pain. That is not normal. That's not normal. It's normal to live a healthy, successful life. Success to me means health and well-being. That's what success means to me. Because without my health and my well-being, I am not successful because I can't do anything else, right? This is what I consider success. So we want to take back control of our health by utilizing, implementing these 5 recipes that's going to eliminate this chronic pain, this chronic inflammation that's running rampant through our bodies. And am I saying that we won't occasionally get inflamed? No, that's not what I'm saying. But we want to implement strategies that's going to help us to eliminate that inflammation on a regular basis. Because when we go out into the environment, guess what? We are receiving inflammation from the environment, right? You have pollen out there, you have ragweed out there, depending on what part of the country you're living in. All of these pollutants in the air. So that tells me that I need to do something every day that's going to help remove those toxins that I just taken in from the environment. Again, there's toxins from the food because the way that the food is sourced today, it's not the healthiest for us. And what do? We have to work around it. We have to figure it out. What is the healthiest for us, right? So juicing, daily juicing, weekly juicing, smoothies, raw dishes, lightly cooked meals, right? When I say lightly cooked, I'm talking about meals that you don't overcook. Because growing up as a child, I remember our food was overcooked. It was boiled too much, right? So we took out, it was like all of the vitamins and the minerals we missed out of our food. So this is what I'm talking about. We want to consume as much as the vitamins and minerals from these foods as we possibly can, right? By lightly cooking or eating raw. And I know many of you have questions about eating raw. So watch my videos on raw eating, right? And because I'm talking, when I say raw, I'm just going to mention this little segment. When I talk about raw, I'm talking about salads. That's a raw, right? I'm talking about greens, green veggies, raw fruits. Eat more of that. Implement more and more of the green vegetables, fruits, and then you're going to receive and obtain more of the benefits, the healthier benefits that each of these foods and fruits have, right? That's what we want. We want to build up a healthy and vibrant immune system so we can thrive and not just survive, right? All right. So these are the 5 tips that I wanted to share with you. Diet, walking, exercise, massages, monthly massages, rest and relaxation. Get your rest and your relaxation on a regular basis, right? Don't work 10 days a week straight. If you're working 5 days a week, rest. The work is still going to be there, right? You got to get rest so you can start over, regenerate yourself, renew and regenerate, restore your body, your mind, and your soul. And then 5, remove the clutter. Get rid of the clutter that's stopping you from moving forward. What is it that's clogging your mind? How much of this stuff is surrounding you that's clogging up your mind, your brain, and you can't think? You have brain fog because you don't know which way to go, which way to turn, what to get rid of. Right? I find myself sometimes in that. And then I have to sit down and I have to say, look, Renee, it's okay. You take one step at a time, one day at a time. And this is how you eliminate. You say, what is it that I absolutely need? And what is it that I absolutely can do without? What is it that I have not worn or used in over a year? What is it? Who is it that has a bigger need than I do, right? I have 5 pair of these house shoes. Why? When someone else does not have 1 pair. So automatically that tells me, listen, you can get rid of at least 3 pair of those house shoes if you have 5, right? If they're in good condition. I'm not saying to donate your house shoes when they're messed up, torn up, right? I'm saying if you have 5 pair of house shoes and you can only wear 1 at a time, and you know the shelter down the street is in desperate need, give those house shoes away. That's how you start to release, remove clutter that's taken up too much room, extra space in your house, right? That's the process of elimination. All right, beautiful. All right, I hope that you learned something today from these 5 anti-inflammatory recipe tips that will help you to eliminate and to prevent chronic inflammation buildup that's causing you pain and suffering. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am so glad you found my channel. Thank you for stopping by. If you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, if it's helping you. Also, share this video with your circle of influencers out there who might just need to hear this as well, right? And please read the description. I have links in my description. There's a link to my new book, The Anti-Inflammatory Guide of Recipes, that's going to help you when you don't know what to eat, what to cook. It is delicious. There are some meals in there that are absolutely delicious. Why do I know that? Because I make them myself, right? So there's a variety of those recipes in there. Also, I want you to track your food intake. What foods are you eating every single day? This is going to help you determine and eliminate foods that are causing you inflammation, right? That are causing you pain, or that is causing your allergies to flare up, whatever that is. And I know you're probably saying, I can't get rid of that because I love it, I like it. Yes, you can. You can do it. There's always an alternative, a healthier alternative. So this journal will help guide you into tracking the foods, your daily bites that you're eating, so you can start this process, turn your health around, start feeling energized, get more sleep, feel your skin look brighter. All these things is going to help you. I know it will, because it's done me, right? All right, so that's those two things. And then read the other comments and things that I place in the description also and below. All right, beautiful. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad to be back here live with you online. I know I've been out of pocket for a while because I've been, like I said, traveling, and I am getting ready to do some new things in my life, transitioning from where I am to somewhere amazing. And I'll share that on some upcoming videos. But right now, I'm not going to share that with you until I get in motion. I'm already in motion, actually, but you know, until I get closer to what I'm doing, where I'm going. All right, beautiful. Once again, it's Coach Renee, your holistic health and wellness strategist. And listen, always remember to stay whole, healthy, and happy. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.